We all adore our cats, but have you ever stopped to wonder if that affection is fully returned? If you felt that way, you're definitely not alone, and you're not just imagining things. Cats are fascinating creatures with their own mysterious ways, often leaving us puzzled about their feelings. In today's video, we're diving into 7 subtle signs that unfortunately may reveal your cat doesn't love you quite as much as you'd like to think. But don't worry, our goal isn't to upset you. We're here to help you understand these behaviors and, most importantly, to guide you on what you can do to turn things around for a more loving relationship. Avoiding eye contact. In the world of cats, eye contact is a meaningful way to show trust and affection. Imagine this. When your cat looks into your eyes and holds that gaze, it's as if they're saying, "I trust you." This moment of shared eye contact can feel deeply bonding. But if your kitty avoids your eyes, turns away, or even leaves the room when you try to make eye contact, it could be their subtle way of showing they're feeling uneasy or not quite connected with you. For instance, try a simple experiment. Sit down near your cat and look at them softly, blinking slowly. This slow blink is a well-known way to show affection in cat language, almost like a gentle hug or kiss. If your cat returns the slow blink, you're likely on good terms. But if they look away, avoid eye contact, or even get up and walk away, they might not be feeling as close to you as you'd hope. Imagine another scenario. If your cat avoids your gaze entirely during feeding time or when you're offering treats, it might be a sign they're a bit distrustful or feeling distant. This is especially true if they used to make eye contact in these situations but have recently stopped. Cats are creatures of habit, so a change in their eye contact patterns can be worth noting. But don't worry. Understanding these signs can help you bridge that gap over time. Try to make those interactions comfortable, keeping your movements calm and patient. Over time, this can help your cat feel safe enough to hold your gaze again. Tail flicking. If you've spent much time around cats, you've probably noticed just how expressive their tails can be. A tail held high usually means a happy, confident cat, while a tucked tail can signal fear. But when it comes to understanding your cat's mood, it's not just about the position, it's the movement that counts. Unlike a dog's cheerful wag, a flicking or twitching tail in a cat often means something quite different. Think of it as the feline version of tapping a foot impatiently. If your cat's tail starts twitching when they're near you, it could mean they're feeling irritated or on edge. In the wild, cats use their tails to communicate with other animals, sometimes to signal excitement or agitation to potential threats or rivals. It's their way of saying, "Keep your distance." Even in a domestic setting, your cat will use tail flicking to express themselves. If you see this behavior while they're awake and alert, it often signals heightened awareness or even frustration. It's especially common when they're in hunting mode or deeply focused, like during play. So here's a tip. The next time you see that tail start to flick, take a moment to understand what might be bothering them. Are they being disturbed, or are you offering affection when they'd rather have some space? That little tail twitch could be their way of asking for some me time. But remember, not every tail movement means irritation. A slow, gentle swish often means they're feeling calm and content. Frequent hiding. If your cat has recently been spending a lot more time tucked away, seemingly disappearing for hours, it might be a sign that something's not quite right. Hiding is a common coping mechanism for cats, often used when they feel anxious or stressed. So if they're retreating more than usual, it could indicate that they're feeling uncomfortable, whether it's due to their environment or something else around them. One common example is when there are new visitors or changes at home. If you've recently had a big gathering, introduced a new pet, or even rearranged the furniture, these changes might feel overwhelming to your cat. They might retreat to their favorite hiding spot, a closet, under the bed, or even behind the couch until they feel safe again. But hiding isn't just about anxiety. It can also signal that your cat might not be feeling well. This behavior comes from a strong survival instinct. In the wild, a cat showing signs of illness or weakness could become an easy target for predators. So, to protect themselves, they've learned to keep discomfort hidden. Our domesticated cats still carry this instinct. When they're feeling unwell or in pain, hiding becomes their way of protecting themselves from perceived threats. Here's how you can tell if it's serious. Pay close attention to sudden changes. If your usually social cat is now spending all their time alone, there might be more going on than meets the eye. Try observing other areas of their routine. Have they lost interest in food, or do they seem to avoid the litter box? Maybe they're grooming less than usual or not responding to playtime like they used to. For example, if your cat has always been eager to greet you at the door but now prefers to stay hidden, it might be worth checking in with your vet. Frequent hiding, along with signs like reduced appetite or changes in bathroom habits, could indicate anything from digestive issues to joint pain or even early signs of illness. As concerned pet owners, it's essential to balance giving your cat the space they need with knowing when to step in. If you're unsure, err on the side of caution and consult your vet. A quick checkup can provide peace of mind and help ensure your furry friend is healthy and happy. Excessive scratching. Scratching is one of those natural cat behaviors that sometimes gets a bad rap. While it may feel like they're on a mission to destroy your furniture, scratching actually serves a few important purposes. For one, it's how cats mark their territory. Their paws contain scent glands, and when they scratch, they're leaving behind their unique scent as a way of claiming that object as their own. Scratching also helps them shed the outer layers of their claws, keeping them sharp and ready. But what if your cat starts scratching more than usual, really going at it, multiple times a day? When scratching becomes excessive, it can be a signal that something's off. You may notice them scratching new areas they've never targeted before, or even creating a path of destruction. This change in behavior can often be a sign of anxiety or stress. Imagine having a rough day and finding yourself pacing to let off steam. In a similar way, cats may scratch excessively when they're feeling anxious or unsettled. Environmental changes, like a new pet, a new family member, or even something as simple as rearranged furniture, can throw them off and lead to more intense scratching as a coping mechanism. Cats are creatures of habit, and disruptions in their environment or routine can easily upset them. In some cases, excessive scratching can also be due to health issues. Skin conditions or allergies can cause discomfort, making them scratch more to relieve it. If you notice additional signs like hair loss, redness, or swelling, it's best to take them to the vet. The good news is there are ways to manage this behavior. Providing a scratching post can give them an acceptable outlet. You can also use pet-safe sprays to discourage them from scratching specific areas. And remember, scratching is a natural instinct, so avoid punishing them for it. Instead, focus on understanding the source of their stress and addressing it. Lack of response to affection. We all know cats aren't dogs. They have their own unique way of showing love, and can be particular about when and how they want affection. But if your cat consistently ignores your gestures of affection, turning away when you try to pet them, moving out of reach, or even walking out of the room, it might be their way of saying they're not feeling as affectionate as you'd hoped. So, what could be causing this? There are a few possibilities. One reason might be that your cat isn't feeling well. Just like us, cats can have off days, whether from an upset stomach, a minor injury, or even something more serious. If your typically social cat suddenly starts avoiding you, it's worth keeping an eye on them to see if other symptoms appear. Another reason could be environmental stress. Has anything changed recently? Cats can become upset by things like a new pet in the house, a change in their usual feeding routine, or even something as simple as new furniture. For instance, if you've just moved their favorite scratching post or rearranged the room, they might feel a bit unsettled. Even new smells, like those from scented candles or cleaning products, can sometimes make cats feel out of sorts. Sometimes, though, a cat's lack of response is simply due to their independent nature. Cats need time to themselves, and sometimes they're just not in the mood for cuddles. Trying to force attention when they're not receptive might even make them pull away more. Understanding these subtle signs can help us better care for our cats and create a more comfortable, loving environment for them. Remember, every cat is unique, and with a bit of patience and observation, we can learn to meet their needs even better. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more cat care tips, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.